Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Lorena. I do mommy lifestyle and beauty videos. We are on day something of vlogmas. I don't even know at this point. This video is going to go up a little bit later than usual because I am filming, editing, and uploading in the same day. Usually I don't do that because it's a lot of work, but if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I had a really bad migraine on Saturday and then I didn't get to rest on Sunday. So if you have migraines and you know what I'm talking about, but the migraine hangover, which is technically part of the migraine, lasted until all Sunday, and then even today I'm a little bit sensitive to light, so it's kind of the struggle sitting here in front of a window. But I couldn't sit and edit a video last night, so I'm gonna make this video. It's gonna be short and sweet, but I did want to talk to you guys and share my opinion and how we're gonna do things this holiday season with Noah, who is almost 3. He turns 3 in March. But we will be talking about Santa Claus, Saint Nick. So that's your disclaimer. If you have kids around and you don't want them around while I discuss things, then this is your disclaimer to pause the video or watch this a different time or whatever. Recently I've kind of struggled with the whole Santa Claus thing because we are doing gentle parenting and I don't like the whole lie of it all. What we are gonna do when it comes to Santa with Noah, and I don't think we're starting this year. If he asks questions, we'll answer them, but I don't think we're gonna do, he's not gonna get any gifts from Santa this year. So the things that I have issues with is the lying, literalness of the story, and the lack of credit parents get for gifts. And I'll go into each of those real quickly. So the lying, obviously it's obvious how you're lying to your kid, you know. Of course people can say it's not that deep, whatever, and sure, maybe it's not, but you're still lying to your kid. And then the second thing I don't like is some families do it literally. Literally there is a North Pole where there is a literal Santa Claus and literal elf making toys, right? That's too much for me. I can't do that, because then it's then why are there toys at Target and, you know, whatever. I'm sure people have answers to those types of questions if that is the way that they go with things. Maybe Santa made the toys and sent it to fucking Target. I don't know. Why does it say made in China? You know, it's just if you have kids that are very attentive, it makes things hard when you have to lie and then lie and then lie and then lie. And then the third thing that I had an issue with was the lack of credit. Your kids get gifts from Santa. At least in my family, I don't know how other families did it. Almost all the gifts were from Santa, and then some gifts were from my parents. But of course, the good gifts, the fun gifts were from Santa. My parents never got the credit of getting that gift for us. My parents never got the credit of, I remember that you like this, or I'm very in tune with what your interests are. I looked high and low for this gift that you wanted, and I finally found it, or I spent a little extra money to get this one thing that you wanted this year. Parents don't get credit for that. It's Santa. In parenthood, you already don't really get credit for shit. You only get credit for the negative things, you know. So I don't know, I love gift giving and I love finding things that Noah will love, and maybe it's an ego thing, who knows, but I would like to get the credit of the gift. So that last part could just be a me thing. You probably are asking, okay, then what are you gonna do? So we definitely do want to do the Santa thing. We are gonna do that, but we are gonna do it in a much more mythological way and less of a literal way. So when he asks about Santa or about parts of the fable of Santa Claus, we are gonna word it in the way of legend has it, or I've heard, or people say, you know, legend has it that if you leave cookies and milk out for him on Christmas Eve, that he might eat some or whatever, you know. And at that point, if you're gonna go to the lengths of doing that, take a fucking nibble out of the cookie. Eat the cookie, bite the cookie, leave crumbs, whatever it is. Don't do the whole like legend has it and then burst their bubble in the morning, because that sucks. So yeah, I think for me and for Tommy, it's finding a balance of like what we feel comfortable with, and like everything else in parenthood, I think that's what you should do too. And then when it comes to the gift part, Santa's gonna bring like 2 gifts or 3 gifts. It's not gonna be all the gifts are from Santa and like 1 gift is from mom and dad. I think that's fair, because one thing that I forgot to mention is that we are gonna completely remove the whole like naughty list aspect of Santa, because I think that's super fucked up. Like, I am extremely against the elf on the shelf shit. Like, this elf is gonna watch you and report back to Santa if you're naughty. Like, that's so fucked up and manipulative to me. Like, I don't like that. So we're definitely not doing that. Like, if Noah in the future wants the elf on the shelf because it's funny and cute and he wants me to hide it places, I can definitely do that, but it's not gonna be like a freaking ring monitor that is gonna go let Santa know if you're listening or not. So in our family, if Santa only brings him 2 gifts, that won't mean anything good or bad, because we won't attach, oh, Santa got me an iPad for Christmas, that means I must have been a really good kid. There will not be that attachment to it. So it'll just be exciting that like Santa visited our house. I have like seen online that there have been situations where, you know, Santa came to someone's house and all the parents could afford was socks and pajamas. So that's what Santa brought those kids in that house. But then their classmate, Santa brought them an iPad. And the people who got socks and pajamas felt like, oh wait, am I like a bad kid because Santa got them an iPad but he only got me socks and pajamas? Like, that makes me feel really shitty. So when you attach the, oh, Santa is gonna bring you gifts if you're good and he's gonna bring you good gifts if you're good, attaching that to gifts like is kind of, it can be kind of fucked up. And it seems not that big of a deal, but it could create core memories for your kids, especially if they happen really young. So I think in conclusion, we are basically gonna do the Santa thing most likely next year. We'll answer his questions this year if he has any. We'll probably let Santa bring a couple of gifts, but he won't get credit for all the gifts. And we're gonna go about it in more of like a mythological, legend has it type of way, instead of a literal Santa Claus literally flying to every single house in one night, you know. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna detach the whole, if you're a good kid, Santa comes, if you're not, he's not gonna come whole shit, because I'm not a fan. So that's kind of how we're gonna do Santa Claus. I want to keep the magic there for my son, but I also want to continue to cultivate a healthy, honest relationship with him. So I'm doing my best. This is what I feel like is best for my family. So you can make the judgment call on what you feel like is best for yours, but I just wanted to share with you my thoughts on this, because I was struggling with it for honestly kind of a long time, since last year. But he was so young last year that I didn't have to think about it too much, but this year I definitely dedicated time to like think about it, research it, and find what I was comfortable with. So that's what we're gonna do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on post notifications, give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you later. Love you. Bye.